If you're looking for free software for your computer, there's a lot to choose from. Celebrating our 5th year of doing this series, instead of showing you 5 free programs, we'll kick things up a notch and show you 10 free software that are actually great. And we're starting right now. With 10 to show you, we'll be going through these at a quicker pace. First up is the Tor Browser. While there are browsers that do a good job of protecting your privacy like Brave and others, the Tor Browser goes a few steps further to give you the maximum privacy and security while browsing the internet. Using more than 6,000 Tor relays, this open source browser encrypts your web traffic within the Tor network to help keep you anonymous while you're online. The trade-off to all this privacy protection is that your browsing will be slower. In addition, it blocks third-party trackers, removes privacy-sensitive data such as cookies and browsing history. It also lets you access the dark web, which is a collective of sites not indexed by mainstream search engines. When you first launch the Tor browser, you'll get this screen to connect to Tor. Check the box next to Always Connect Automatically to bypass this screen in the future. Then click on Connect to browse anonymously. Tor Browser is available for Windows, macOS, and Linux. They also have a mobile app available for Android. Inkscape is a fantastic free and open source alternative to Adobe Illustrator. This vector graphics editor is feature-packed to create scalable icons, illustrations, and logos. There's a huge assortment of tools for object creation and manipulation. You can edit and create compliant SVG formatted files, and allows for exporting into other formats including PNG. The user layout is not too difficult to figure out. Most of the primary tools are located along the left, with a color bar at the bottom of the window. When getting started, there is a high learning curve, so it's best to check out their tutorials before diving in. Also, their forum is a great place to get answers to your questions from their community. Inkscape is available for Windows, Linux, and macOS. When searching for files and folders in Windows, the experience is atrocious and an outright embarrassment for Microsoft. Everything is an open source program for Windows only that makes the experience a whole lot better. In fact, it should be built into all Windows operating systems. It's light on system resources and easy to use. With the program opened, it lists every file and folder on your computer. When you start typing in the search box, it limits what is displayed to help you find what you're looking for quickly. If you use Windows, everything is a must-have program. If you're a computer programmer, Atom is an open source text and source code editor you might want to check out. It includes support for plugins written in Node.js and embedded Git control. When working on a team project, Atom's teletype feature lets you collaborate in real time with others, speeding up the workflow. With excellent cross-platform support for Windows, macOS, and Linux, it includes thousands of themes and packages to customize it how you want it. It has a user-friendly layout and shares many similarities with Visual Studio Code, but unlike Visual Studio Code and most of its competitors, it's truly 100% free and open source. Next up, OBS Studio is a free and open source screen recorder that's great for recording instructional videos, video game footage, or anything else on your monitor. It's also popular for streaming video games to Twitch, YouTube, and other services. There are no forced watermarks or time limits, and you can have an unlimited number of scenes. Just be aware that on computers with low system specs, you may encounter lag. Here's what the user interface looks like. Some people are troubled with the infinity effect. If it bothers you, just minimize it once you start recording. There's a slight learning curve to get it set up. Our beginner's guide will walk you through the process. I'll put a link to that in the description of this video. OBS Studio is available for Windows, macOS, and Linux. Blender is an open source graphics toolset that's been used to create animated films, 3D printed models, visual effects, video games, and so much more. Some of its features include 3D modeling, sculpting tools, rigging and skinning, and also includes a built-in video editor. For most people at first, they'll find the user interface to be overwhelming, and of all those in this video, Blender does have the highest learning curve. Thankfully, they do have useful tutorials on their site to help get you started. Blender is available for Windows, macOS, and Linux. FotoSketcher is a cool program that will take your photos and easily turn them into artwork. With over 20 different styles, you can have something as minimalistic as a pencil sketch, up to an oil painting, and a whole lot more. After importing your photo into the program, click the paint icon here at the top. Click the drop down for drawing style, then select the style that you want. I'll go down to Painting Effects and select Painting 6 Oil Painting. I'll leave these other parameters alone for now. When you're ready, click on Draw. Depending on what you choose, it could take a while for it to finish. And when it's done, you'll see the final result here on the right. FotoSketcher is fully available for Windows. There's an experimental version in development for macOS, and Linux users can run it using Wine. This will be a quick one. Media Player Classic Black Edition for Windows only is a fork of the original Media Player Classic. It's free and open source, light on system resources, and is great for those of you that have issues with VLC Media Player, Pot Player with its sketchy past, or don't like the built-in Media Player in Windows. Unlike the original Media Player Classic that discontinued development years ago, the Black Edition is still updated on a regular basis. It's easy to use, with all the controls located here at the bottom. There are many BitTorrent clients available. qBittorrent is the only one that I recommend using. It's free and open source, and unlike many alternatives like uTorrent, it's lightweight on system resources, there are no ads, and you don't have to pay extra for add-ons. While torrents have a bad reputation for the downloading of unauthorized content, there are many legal reasons to use it as well. A couple examples: sharing free software with others, and being able to share large files you already own fast and reliably. The user interface is similar to others. Your uploads and downloads will appear here in the primary window. If you ever experience internet issues when uploading or downloading, tying up the bandwidth in your home, you can adjust the speeds by going to Tools here at the top and selecting Options. In the left pane, select Speed, then adjust the speeds for your uploads and downloads in global rate limits. In addition, in the BitTorrent tab, you can limit the number of maximum active downloads, uploads, or the overall number of active torrents. They do have an active forum if you ever need help getting answers to your questions. qBittorrent is available for Windows, macOS, and Linux. CPU-Z for Windows only is a great way to find out information about the hardware on your computer. It's a system profiling and monitoring program that detects the CPU, GPU, motherboard chipset, RAM, and other hardware. With the program opened, there are tabs for CPU, mainboard, memory, SPD, which stands for Serial Presence Detect, just gives you additional information about your memory, and graphics. In the Bench tab, you can benchmark your CPU or run a stress test. All of this information is useful when wanting to upgrade components on your PC or when deciding if you should upgrade. CPU-Z is available in both classic and custom versions. For most people, you'll want to download and install the classic version. Otherwise, select the customized version for your PC here on the right. Here's a bonus pick. While Windows has added a package manager to its operating system, it's still subpar when compared to those found on the various Linux distros. If you want to install and update multiple programs at once, Ninite is what I recommend to simplify the process. Here's how to use it. Scroll down to pick the apps you want. You'll see some that we've recommended over the years. Choose the ones you want. Those mentioned in this video include qBittorrent, Blender, and Inkscape. After making your picks, click on Get Your Ninite. Then save it to your computer. After you've downloaded the file, double-click on it to install all the software you selected. Since I already have these programs, I won't be doing this. At a later date to check for and update these programs, just come back to this file and run it again. Thanks for watching. Links are in the description. If this video is useful for you, give it a thumbs up. What free software do you think we should feature in upcoming videos? Let us know in the comments. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe and ring the bell to stay up to date with the latest free software and other tech-related stuff here on Tech Gumbo.